Let's go.
1. How many bones are present in the adult human body? Answer 206. 2. Which is the longest bone in the human body? Answer femur. 3. Which bone protects the brain? Answer skull. 4. Which part of the skeleton is also called the backbone? Answer vertebral column. 5. How many vertebrae are present in the human vertebral column? Answer 33. 6. Which bone is known as the collarbone? Answer clavicle. 7. Which type of joint is present in the shoulder? Answer ball and socket joint. 8. Which bone forms the kneecap? Answer patella. 9. Which mineral is essential for strong bones? Answer calcium. 10. Which part of the skeleton protects the heart and lungs? Answer rib cage. 11. Which bone is present in the upper arm? Answer humerus. 12. Which type of joint allows movement in only one direction? Answer hinge. 13. Which bone is not part of the axial skeleton? Answer femur. 14. The smallest bone in the human body is? Answer stapes. 15. Which bone forms the hip? Answer pelvis. 16. Which bone is called the shin bone? Answer tibia. 17. How many ribs are present in the human body? Answer 12 pairs. 18. Which bone is not part of the rib cage? Answer scapula. 19. Which type of bone is the femur? Answer long bone. 20. Which joint is present in the neck? Answer pivot joint. 21. Which part of the skeleton gives shape to the body? Answer skeletal system. 22. Which bone protects the spinal cord? Answer vertebral column. 23. How many bones are present in the human hand, one hand? Answer 27. 24. Which bone is also known as the breastbone? Answer sternum. 25. Which type of joint is found in the elbow? Answer hinge. 26. Which bone is present in the lower leg? Answer tibia. 27. Which skeleton includes the limbs and girdles? Answer appendicular skeleton. 28. Which bone forms the shoulder blade? Answer scapula. 29. The joint between skull bones is? Answer fixed joint. 30. Which vitamin is necessary for calcium absorption in bones? Answer vitamin D. 31. Which bone is also called the arm bone? Answer humerus. 32. How many bones are present in one foot? Answer 26. 33. Which type of bone is the skull? Answer flat bone. 34. Which bone is commonly called the tailbone? Answer coccyx. 35. Which joint allows maximum movement? Answer ball and socket joint. 36. Which bone is present in the forearm? Answer radius. 37. Which part of the skeleton protects the lungs? Answer rib cage. 38. Which bone is not a long bone? Answer scapula. 39. Which joint is found in the wrist? Answer gliding joint. 40. How many cervical vertebrae are present in humans? Answer 7. 41. Which bone forms the ankle? Answer tarsals. 42. Which bone is the longest in the leg? Answer femur. 43. Which type of joint is present between two vertebrae? Answer slightly movable joint. 44. Which bone forms the lower jaw? Answer mandible. Answer scapula. 46. Which bone is known as the cheekbone? Answer zygomatic. 47. How many thoracic vertebrae are present in humans? Answer 12. 48. Which bone connects the arm to the shoulder? Answer clavicle. 49. Which type of bone is the patella? Answer sesamoid bone. 50. Which bone forms the heel? Answer calcaneus.